Greetings, fellow time travelers and ancient mystery hunters. Welcome back to Historia, where we unlock the most incredible secrets of lost civilizations and dive deep into archaeological discoveries that challenge everything we thought we knew about our ancestors. I'm your archaeological guide, ready to take you on another mind-bending journey through the corridors of time. Today's discovery will absolutely blow your mind and force historians to rewrite the story of human civilization itself. We're traveling back 11,000 years to one of the most mysterious places on Earth. A site so incredible that it's been called the world's first temple. Before we unveil this earth-shattering secret, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to reveal together. Picture this scene with me, fellow explorers. You're standing in southeastern Turkey at a site that predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years. The sun rises over ancient stone circles that our ancestors built when they were supposedly just hunter-gatherers living in caves. But here's the mystery that has baffled archaeologists for decades. How did people 11,000 years ago create such sophisticated architecture without metal tools, without the wheel, and supposedly without organized society? This is Göbekli Tepe, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that has already turned archaeology upside down. But what Turkish archaeologists discovered just recently has left the entire scientific community speechless. Are you ready to witness history in the making? What I'm about to show you was found embedded inside a wall between two massive communal structures at Göbekli Tepe. This discovery was so significant that the Turkish Minister of Culture and Tourism personally unveiled it during a ceremony attended by Princess Akko of Japan. Fellow time detectives, feast your eyes on this, a perfectly preserved human statue showing a head, torso, arms and the upper portion of legs, standing approximately 2 to 3 feet in height. But here's what will absolutely amaze you. This limestone sculpture was crafted with incredible precision by people who lived over 11 millennia ago. The statue shows a human figure in a very specific pose, arms bent at the elbows, hands coming together at the navel, looking upward. The figure appears to be wearing some kind of cap, or perhaps it represents an ancient hairstyle. You can clearly see facial features, including what appears to be a beard. But here's the most intriguing detail. Instead of legs, the sculpture has a conical peg, designed to be planted upright in the ground. Now, here's where this discovery becomes absolutely mind-blowing, ancient seekers. This isn't the first statue of its kind found at Göbekli Tepe. Several years ago, archaeologists discovered another remarkably similar sculpture, also showing a human in the exact same pose, also with the mysterious conical base, also crafted from the same limestone used in the site's construction. But wait, there's more. Similar statues have been found at other pre-pottery Neolithic sites across the region, including Karahan Tepe. We're looking at what appears to be a shared artistic tradition, a common symbolic language that connected these ancient communities across vast distances. What message were our ancestors trying to preserve for eternity? Here's what makes this discovery even more extraordinary, fellow archaeological adventurers. This statue wasn't found standing upright in its original position. Instead, it was deliberately embedded into a wall between two of Göbekli Tepe's most important communal buildings. This tells us something incredible about how these ancient people treated their sacred objects. The experts believe this placement was completely intentional, a ritual offering that connected the living community with their ancestral past. Imagine this, ancient builders carefully placing this sculpture into the wall during construction, creating a permanent bridge between the world of the living and the realm of their ancestors. But here's the puzzling question that's keeping archaeologists awake at night. Was this statue originally created to honor a specific person? Was it a portrait of a beloved leader who never returned from a hunt? Or does it represent something far more profound, perhaps a god, an ancestor spirit, or a guardian watching over the community? What we're witnessing here, time travelers, challenges everything we thought we knew about human civilization 11,000 years ago. These weren't just simple hunter-gatherers scratching out a basic existence. These were sophisticated people with complex religious beliefs, advanced artistic skills, and intricate social hierarchies. Think about this incredible fact. While our history books tell us that humans were just learning to farm, the people of Göbekli Tepe were creating monumental architecture, carving detailed sculptures, and developing elaborate ritual practices. They were building the world's first temples and creating art that rivals anything produced in later civilizations. Recent excavations have revealed something even more astounding: evidence that these stone sculptures were often reused, moved, and incorporated into new buildings over centuries. The famous T-shaped pillars show clear signs of being carved over multiple times, with older iconography deliberately erased and replaced with new symbols. But here's where our archaeological adventure takes an even more intriguing turn, fellow mystery hunters. At related sites like Çatalhöyük, archaeologists have discovered something extraordinary: human bones deliberately placed into niches within walls, showing there was a profound spiritual relationship between the deceased and the architecture itself. Could this statue from Göbekli Tepe represent a similar practice? Perhaps it honored someone whose body was never recovered, maybe a hunter who didn't return, possibly attacked by the wild leopards that roamed these ancient landscapes. Maybe the ancient people of Göbekli Tepe practiced excarnation, allowing scavengers to clean the bones, leaving nothing physical to bury except memory preserved in stone. This sculpture could be their way of ensuring that person's spirit remained forever part of their sacred community, watching over them from within the very walls of their most important buildings. Here's what makes this discovery so scientifically significant: ancient code breakers. The statue provides crucial evidence for understanding the social complexity of pre-pottery Neolithic communities. These weren't random acts of artistic expression. They represent systematic religious practices that continued for generations. Advanced analysis reveals that Göbekli Tepe was occupied and continuously modified for hundreds of years. Buildings were rebuilt, renovated, and reimagined multiple times. Stone was carefully reused, and many of the famous T-shaped pillars aren't in their original positions. This shows us a dynamic, evolving society with long-term planning and sophisticated organizational capabilities. The fact that this statue was found embedded in a wall between two major communal structures tells us it was placed there during a significant construction phase, probably as part of an important ceremony or ritual observance. What's absolutely fascinating, fellow time detectives, is how this discovery connects to similar practices found across the ancient world. At Jericho, archaeologists discovered plastered skulls that were kept as ancestral relics. In ancient Anatolia, we find evidence of elaborate burial practices and ancestor veneration. These similarities suggest that 11,000 years ago, human communities across the Middle East shared sophisticated religious concepts about death, memory, and the connection between the living and the deceased. We're looking at the earliest evidence of organized religion and complex social structures in human history. The moment this incredible statue was excavated, it was immediately transported to specialized laboratories for preservation and detailed study. Using the latest archaeological techniques, scientists are analyzing everything from the tool marks on the sculpture to microscopic residues that might reveal how it was originally used. This precious artifact will eventually be displayed at the Sanliurfa Museum alongside other incredible discoveries from Göbekli Tepe, including the amazing painted ball discovered in 2023. These artifacts are helping us piece together the puzzle of humanity's first great architectural achievement. Here's the most exciting part of this entire discovery, ancient mystery hunters. We've only excavated about 5% of Göbekli Tepe. Imagine what incredible secrets are still buried beneath these ancient hills. Every season brings new discoveries that force us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about our ancestors. Ground-penetrating radar has revealed at least 20 additional stone circles still waiting to be excavated. Each one could contain sculptures like this, or artifacts even more extraordinary. We're standing at the threshold of archaeological discoveries that could revolutionize our understanding of human civilization. So, fellow explorers of the ancient world, what do you think this mysterious statue represents? Was it a portrait of a revered ancestor, a protective deity, or perhaps a guardian spirit watching over the community? The truth is, we may never know with absolute certainty. And perhaps that's part of what makes archaeology so thrilling. What we do know is that 11,000 years ago, our ancestors were far more sophisticated than we ever imagined. They were creating art, building monuments, and developing religious practices that connected them across generations. They were, in every sense, recognizably human, with the same desires to remember their loved ones, honor their ancestors, and create something lasting for future generations. This incredible discovery reminds us that we're all part of an unbroken chain of human experience that stretches back to the very dawn of civilization. When we look at this ancient sculpture, we're seeing through the eyes of people who looked up at the same stars, felt the same emotions, and asked the same profound questions about life and death that we ask today. Thank you for joining me on this incredible archaeological journey, time travelers. If this ancient mystery amazed you as much as it amazed me, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Historia for more mind-bending discoveries, and share your theories in the comments below. What do you think this statue represents? I'd love to hear your thoughts. In our next episode, we'll be exploring another earth-shattering discovery that's rewriting the history of ancient Mesopotamia. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop seeking the incredible truths hidden in our ancient past. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, fellow time detectives, because Historia is your gateway to the world's greatest archaeological mysteries. Subscribe now and join our community of ancient mystery hunters as we